Men's volleyball back with big plans this season. Had a bit of an upset defeat to Lewis Friday, but the goals remain the same: win the national championship. Seems to be the goal every year. We welcome Coach Chris McGown and junior outside hitter Tayler Sander back to True Blue. Good to have you here.
Yeah, great to be here. Thanks.
Good to be here.
It's 8 degrees outside. It's volleyball season. Time to get into the field house and heat things up. And what a match coming up Friday night against the defending national champs, UC Irvine. You ready?
I'm really ready. I'm excited for the opportunity to play with these guys again, and yeah, it's going to be a great match, and hopefully we can get a big crowd out there.
When there are so many good teams coming to Provo to play, what sets one game or match apart from the other, especially in relation to Friday night, Coach?
Well, you know, we've got a little bit of history with Irvine.
Yeah.
They've been a really good team over a lot of years now, and so being the defending national champs, having a #1 ranking as of last week, you know, it's going to be a big match for us, and the players on that team are really good players, and they run a great program and do a nice job. And so we kind of use them as a benchmark. You know, if we can play well against this team, we like you know, our chances down the road.
Tayler, when someone walks up to you on campus and says, "I hear you're probably going to be the best player in the history of BYU volleyball," what do you tell them?
I try and stay humble. I mean, I want to get better every day in practice and in the games, and yeah, I just want to stay humble and just kind of be a leader to the other guys.
Last time I saw you, between there and now, you picked up a gold medal in the Pan Am Games, so you got that going for you.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great opportunity for me to see another great level of volleyball, and I think I learned a lot from that.
How do you elevate your junior season to become even better? And in fact, let me ask Coach that as we watch your work here. Coach, what do you work with a talent like this to take him up a notch?
You know, there's still a few things that we've talked about. We feel like Tayler can upgrade defensively a little bit. And the thing that's most impressed me about him this season is he's kind of embraced, he talked about this leadership role.
Right. And
he's kind of come to understand that whether you like it or not, when you're the best player on the floor, people look at you on how to act, how to behave, how to respond. And I think Taylor's done a really good job of understanding that, of kind of taking it on this year. I think in the past he was a little reluctant to be that guy, but has embraced that role and is doing a really good job with it.
How different is it to just be the guy out making plays as opposed to being the guy making plays and then making sure everyone else makes the plays?
I mean, I love the role. I love trying to be a leader, and I think over the summer I developed a lot of habits that kind of helped me step into that leadership role as I watch some of the best players in the world practice every day.
This is a contending team. It's a contending program. So the goal, of course, is to win the national title, which means start Friday night, right, when you have a marquee matchup like this.
Yeah, you know, for us it's a process,
Yeah.
you know, and we're very focused on the process. And like Tayler talked about, we're trying to get better every single day in practice and, you know, learn from the good things we do in matches and learn from some of the things that maybe don't go our way, and come back the next week and go to work. And so we're always, you know, that's for us the biggest focus, is understanding that it's a long season, we're early in the season, and we want to just keep getting better and keep getting better.
One thing I've learned with this league is peaking too soon as opposed to peaking at the right time. And it seemed like Irvine came out of nowhere and won the national title last year, whereas you and Stanford and all those were kind of the favorites going in. Do you learn a lesson from that and go, all right, we need to be good in January, we need to be really good in March?
Yeah, I mean, losing to Lewis this weekend, we're going to learn a lot from it. And I think we have a young team, and there's a lot of guys that are just going to get better as the season goes along. So I'm excited to see where we're at when the national championship comes around. One
thing's always the same, is you guys rock that house at the field house. And is there a tougher place to play in the country when you've got all these fans in here making noise?
For sure, the opponents. And, you know, Lewis came back after the weekend and said, we can't believe the environment that you guys put together here. This is an amazing place to play volleyball. And that wasn't a loss. When they got beat up, they were still telling us, this is so much fun for our guys to be here playing volleyball. And it's really tough if you're an opponent coming into the field house with the crowd and the change in altitude and everything that goes on. You know, we've put some fans even closer to the action this season, and it's just great for our team and for our fans to be part of that environment.
Does that crowd noise help you jump just a little bit higher?
It does. Our fans are great, and we appreciate everything they do for us.
It'll be a night to remember Friday night. Coach, Tayler, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Have a great season on the road to the Final Four and beyond.